This is so ghetto. Guys, welcome back to my channel via Glow. If you're new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I have a ship with me. I will be shipping out all of these items today, and I wanted to show you guys what's been selling, what platform is sold on, and what I paid for it, and how much I actually profited from the item. So if you might be interested in something like that, please stay tuned. All right, so first, all of these items came in yesterday and then some this morning, so let's just jump right in. So this first one is actually from a brand called Chelsea and Theodore. Definitely not a bolo, but I picked this one strictly up off of style, and she actually performed the exact way that I thought she would have, and she sold, I want to say, in under a month. So we'd love to see it. Let me know down below if y'all have ever picked up a brand called Chelsea and Theodore, and how frequently do you pick up items strictly off of style, because I know a lot of us do not. A lot of people really want to stick to that high sell-through rate, or I sold this before so I'm going to pick it up again. Not a lot of people like to pick up items off of style, you know, essentially. So I picked this one up because I just had a gut feeling, and initially I wanted to list this on Depop. This thing is like really puffy at the bottom, but I wanted to list it on Depop, but I've been really going back and forth on whether or not I even want to be on that platform, because it is time consuming. So I've been entertaining the idea of only open it back up if Flip actually, you know, finally puts it on, because it's been coming soon for a while. If you guys use Flip, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, so this one actually sold this morning, and I believe I sent out offers. I recently changed my pricing structure on eBay because I just really need to get it together, and this one went down 10%, and it sold for $13.49, and I only paid $1.07, and I profited $13.96. Now I bet you're thinking, wait, Gloria, what's wrong with your math? I want y'all to understand that with eBay, sometimes they overcharge the buyer with shipping, because I still couldn't understand why her shipping cost was so much. I don't know how I'm gonna stuff this in here. Hold on, let me get this. But I'm not really sure how they charge the buyer so much in shipping when I believe she's in Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, maybe she's out of my region. So yeah, so I made a profit of $13.96 off of this item, which is great in my book. I don't know if I told you guys, but there is a lot of filler items in my closet. I don't just pick up items that I'm gonna make, you know, I don't know, you know, $20 to $40 profits off of it every single time. I'm completely okay with those items that I profit $10 to $15 off of. All right, so the next one is from a brand called Tommy John. I actually recently sourced this, and I was happy to see it sell. This also sold on eBay this morning through that 10% off that I just sent out. So yeah, just some basic boxers. I remember hearing this brand from a YouTuber. They actually had a sponsorship, and the pajamas that they had looked really nice. So that was the only reason why I heard the brand, and I recognized it when I read it, and I was like, oh, I think I've heard that before. So I did check very quick comps just to make sure that I wasn't picking up a dub, and it was actually selling pretty good. Most of them were in fact new with tags. So I knew that I would have to lower my price to make sure I was competitive on, you know, eBay. And I was actually able to sell it fairly quickly. And I sold these for $8.99, and I only paid $1.06 for them. And I profited $7.05 after fees and cost of goods. So I think that's pretty much a win in my book. All right, so the next one is from a brand called XCVI. Never heard of it, and y'all, it's crazy because when I used to see this at the bins, I just thought that it was like a boutique brand. It's so much stuff that I've passed up strictly off of me thinking that it's a little cheap boutique brand, like don't pick it up. And I know for a fact I came across this tag multiple times, and I've passed it up because I'm just kind of like, you know, it's not really a brand that has caught my attention. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, up until recently, I watched somebody's haul and I saw the tag and I'm like, wait, I've picked that up and thrown it back so many times at the bins. What the hell? I've been passing up something good. So I was really disappointed in myself. But now that I know, I'm going to do better. So this one actually sold on eBay yesterday, and it sold for $18.99, and I paid $1.06 for it, and I profited $15.90. So yeah, I do think that this was a pretty good pickup. I would 100% pick it up again. I may have undersold it just by a smidge, but I'm actually okay with that. Y'all already know I'm in the business of selling it quickly. So if I price mine a few dollars under competition, that's just what I'm gonna do, okay? All right, this next one is from a brand called John Mark. I actually love picking up this brand. This is like one of those brands that is like very like, the style of it isn't subtle, but the tag is just like subtle. I do believe it is a mall brand. I think I saw it at Dillard's at one point, but this is like my third time picking it up, and it sells for a decent amount. This one was exactly new with tags, so I was really happy to find this one. But any one that you pick up will do great. You just have to make sure you price it correctly, because I didn't price this one correctly initially. I had it marked really high, and it still got attention, but I knew that it was going to take a while to sell. So when I changed my pricing structure on eBay, it sold for my full asking price. So we love to see it. Let me know down below if y'all pick up John Mark. I do think it is a Bolo bread and butter brand, and definitely not like, you know, one of those super high dollar ones. But if you wait around long enough, it could be. I personally am not into that anymore. So yeah, so I actually sold this for my full asking price of $39.99, and I paid $1.07, and I made a profit of $36.54. It's definitely a pretty good closet staple to have as a seller. I'm sure if you wear this brand, you probably love it as well, but definitely as a seller, I would love to keep this brand in my closet. So anytime I see it at the bins, I'm gonna pick it up. I might even pick it up at a regular thrift store if it's new with tags. All right, so the next one is these pair of Brandy Melville sweatpants. I just enjoy picking this brand up. It is a closet filler, like I said before. Not every item that I source, I'm looking to get, you know, a 20, 30 plus profit from. I'm completely okay with getting a quick flip and making, you know, that $10. I didn't make $10 off of this one, but just something around that is pretty good for me for the most part. So I pick up Brandy Melville. Let me know if you pick it up, because I know a lot of people probably just pass it up because the retail price of it is really affordable. So you make sure you price it kind of low, unless it's like rare, sought after, not sold anymore, or anything like that. That'll make you, you know, of course, more money if it is rare. But these sold on eBay yesterday for $9.99 full asking price, and I paid 76 cents for them. So I made a profit of $8.36 after fees and cost of goods, which is a win in my book for filler items. As long as I'm not just specifically selling only fillers, then I'm okay. I'm completely okay. All right, this next one is a brand that I actually never heard of. It's called Oh Snaps. I believe the brand is called Drill Company or something like that. I initially felt like this was a bad buy once I brought it home, and I was just like, I probably shouldn't have got this, only because who knows how long this is going to sell for the right buyer to come along. But I received an offer last night on Mercari, and I of course accepted it because this is a bins pickup. And of course what drew me to it was this style, this print. And this is supposed to be vintage, if I'm not mistaken. So that was one of the main reasons why I got it. And you know, I think that it did what it had to do. It did take a couple of months. Had to been about a good 2 months before it sold. But I'm completely okay with that. And this one sold for $15, and I paid $1.09 for it at the bins, and I made a good old profit of $11.33. Y'all, I literally have 2 stickers left. This is so ghetto. If y'all are familiar with my channel, I told y'all that I literally stopped being an impulse shopper So I literally will wait it out, but this is just non-negotiable and unacceptable for me to wait this long to buy stickers for my business. Like, come on, girl. All right, so this one is from a brand called 𝕃𝔸𝔻, and these are just some camo like straight leg pants. I've actually sold this brand twice before. I do think that I was shooting too high the first time, so now that I know that the price point is going to be, in fact, between $20 to $30, I can, you know, source accordingly and definitely pass it up at a regular thrift store, but I would pick it up at the bins. Ironically enough, this actually sold for my full asking price from a new user. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, I had just posted a screenshot of the buyer because they had no feedback. They were new to the platform, and I was a bit nervous because anytime you sell to a new buyer, typically you never know what may happen. But I had to come to the realization that, girl, it's a pair of 𝕃𝔸𝔻 jeans. Like, what do you think could go wrong? So I quickly just got that out of my head, like, calm down, and I did. All right, so these sold for $33, and I purchased them for 47 cents, and I made a profit of $27.50 off of this sale, which I do think is great. So that's why I'm kind of nervous, because the first two that I sold were between $18 to $20, but this one sold for $33. So what is the truth? All right, the next one was a really sad sale, and this one is actually from a brand called Fit Farm or Fit Warm. It is a dog brand, so they just sell dog clothing. It was new with tags, so I picked it up, and just going off of new with tags, I would want to say, let's just be smart, y'all. Like, new with tag doesn't mean that you're gonna sell it for a really high amount. Let's still vet the item. And clearly I didn't vet the item as good as I could have, because I did check comps, and the comps were pretty up there. Not too up there, but like a smooth $20 for it, you know, brand new. So I thought I was gonna at least get about 15 for it at the very least, but that absolutely did not happen. So this one sold for $5. I ended up dropping the price really low on Mercari just because I really wanted to get rid of it. So when I dropped that price, somebody, you know, bought it. It had like 3 likers on it, so I knew that somebody was gonna get it. So yeah, this sold for $5. I paid 58 cents for it, so I made a profit of $3.15, which is not like terrible. At least I made a profit, but it took about, what, 2 to 3 months to sell. All right, this is a pretty good linen brand. It's called 𝕃𝔸𝕃. This is my 3rd time picking it up and my 3rd time selling it. I had to come to terms with the fact that it doesn't sell for as much as it used to, because when I first found my first piece from the brand, the comps were over $40, between $40 to $60. So of course I priced mine accordingly, and it sat for a very long time. And of course, end up dropping the price, and it eventually sold. So the second item that I had, it was flawed, unfortunately. So I didn't get as much as I would have liked off of that particular item. So with this one, I was just kind of like, okay, this is a threshold that I need to make sure I stay between. And it sold for, you know, the price point that I wanted it to sell for. And this one actually sold on Poshmark, and it sold for $18. I do believe my 𝕃𝔸𝕆 sent out offers, and if you guys are not familiar with 𝕃𝔸𝕆, it's literally just like a virtual assistant for your Poshmark closet. And I do have a link down below if you guys want to try it out. But yeah, so this one sold for $18. I paid $1.31, and I made a profit of $10.11 off of this bins item. And you know, beggars can't be choosers, so you know, I'm happy with every sale that I get, especially during the summer slowdown. All right, so these are already in a bag, so I'm not gonna wrap them. These are just some Birkenstocks. Honestly, y'all, this was a really bad pickup. I feel like I should put these in a box. All right, I'm sorry if the angle looks different. I had to change the battery. But anyways, I decided to just put it in a poly bag. But yeah, so this one sold for $13, and I paid $1.40 for it. And I profited $8.65. Now, real quickly, I personally was shocked that the Birkenstocks didn't sell for the amount that I thought they were going to sell for, which was like $25 at the very least, because everybody knows that Birkenstocks do kind of have the little dark color at the footbed because people's oils, lotions, and all of that. But I didn't know that it was going to be $13. So I don't know if I'm going to be picking up Birkenstocks that aren't in like a super close to like new condition, because I feel like I've had those since the summertime. We are literally in the summer again, so I've had those for over 8 months. But I digress. These are a pair of Barefoot Dreams pants. They were a larger size, so that's why I was really excited to find them. And I did have them priced pretty high initially, but I ended up lowering the price. And since I lowered the price, and then I also changed my offer structure as well on Poshmark, somebody went on and accepted that offer, and you know, we got them out the door. This was a Ben's pickup, of course. But these actually sold for $36, and I paid $1.09, and I made a good old profit of $24.73 after fees and cost of goods, which is the price point that I would love to make on every single item. But that's not always the case, and that's okay. All right, so the next one is this ASOS dress. This actually didn't make it to the haul because it sold, as well as that Brandy Melville, because both of those was in that haul that you guys will be seeing on Friday, which it was a pretty decent haul. Anyways, this is just an ASOS dress. Honestly, I never picked up this brand. Every time I saw it, I kind of passed it up, mainly because it is a fast fashion brand. But I have come to terms that it is okay to pick up fast fashion brands that isn't Shein, that I want to sell as a closet filler. And this was very much so a closet filler. And I was really surprised that it sold as quick as it did. Granted, I probably had it priced pretty low, because I did look at other people's prices for this brand, and it's close to the retail amount, which is very weird. But anyway, so this one actually sold on Poshmark, and it sold for $18. I do believe that this one sold on an offer to likers. Again, Poshmark also sends out those offers for me, as well as relists, drop prices, send bulk edits, and all of the fun stuff. All right, so this one sold for $18, and I paid 76 cents for it at the bins, and I made a profit of $10.66 after fees and cost of goods. Let me know down below if you guys actually pick up ASOS designs. Yeah, my first time, and honestly I think I'm gonna continue to pick it up. Only the like in style ones though. All right, so this is a pair of Athleta. I want to say these are like the Cabo linen pants. So yeah, I was really happy to find these. I did find them at a regular thrift store, so my profit margins are not really that high. I ended up dropping the price on my Poshmark closet for a closet clear out, because the beginning of this month really scared the shit out of me, okay? So I ended up dropping the price by, I want to say 25%. And like I said, Poshmark is set up at 10% now with discounted shipping. So they ended up accepting that offer, which I'm not upset about, but I just really would have liked to get about $35 minimum for this, just because I did get it at a regular thrift store. But beggars can't be choosers, you know? So this one actually sold for $27, and I paid $7.52 for it at a regular thrift store. So I only made a profit of $11.10, which is kind of depressing, but you know, a sell is a sell, right? It sold pretty quickly, because I feel like I just sourced those like 2 weeks ago. This was a new to me brand. I'm really happy I looked into it, because I almost didn't. The brand is called Naked and Famous. Absolutely never heard of it. The tag looked, you know, like something that I should look into, and that was the only reason why, thank God, because this one sold fairly quickly, and I definitely saw comps, and I was like, wow, like, hopefully I didn't come across this before and end up leaving it behind, because I could have made a good amount for it. This is a brand that is selling between 40 to 60, and I think you can almost get upward of that, because, you know, it retails for a lot. But it is a new to me brand. And this one sold on Poshmark for $33, and I think that was my starting price because I had it at $45 and then, you know, I dropped the prices and they bought it at that price point. So yeah, so they bought it at $33 and I paid $1.07 for it. So I made a profit of $25.33 after fees and cost of goods, which I think is pretty darn good. Like I said before, if I could literally make $25 off of each of my bins items, the world would be amazing, okay? But you still gotta look out for the fillers, always and forever. Let me know down below if you ever sold this brand. Like I said, new to me, tag looked like it was something worth looking into, and I'm glad I did. That is all that I have for this video. It was pretty quick. I feel like I was moving a little fast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. ♪